All right, we live. What it do? What it do? It's your girl Wing, and I'm here with my brothers. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Y'all go ahead and do what you do.
Matt G.
Fathers
Malone was
first.
popping
Go
people.
ahead. I ain't got no kids.
Matt G. Malone was good, y'all. Happy Father's Day.
That was
Okay.
man.
That's me.
I don't have children.
Mike, I'm your girlfriend's favorite rapper. Don't believe me. Just ask if you don't know the slogan. Boy, you better know it. Northwest Roundtable shit. We out here. Happy Father's Day to all the kings out there. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they got to do to make sure that their kids are straight. Salute you. Happy Father's Day to my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Happy Father's Day to my dad. May he rest in peace, in heavenly peace. Best daddy in the world. Otherwise,
salute to him. Thank him for you. I thank him.
You know,
Happy Father's Day to him for giving us you. Appreciate you, Wayne.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because I am my daddy's child in so many ways. But anyway, go ahead, E.
Yeah, I'm E. Yeah, I've been here. I mean, I don't. I'm here. Back to finally talk about something. Well, some things that are pleasant, while some things are kind of bad. But
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
They always have.
Stay woke. Stay y'all asses in the house. We are not free. I'm gonna need y'all to understand that. We are not free. We are not free. For real. Dead ass. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. I check our stats every so often as far as, you know, here in Memphis to see what the pandemic is doing. You know, we got to understand that they're trying to continuously reopen these states so they don't have to dish out this trillion of dollars. You understand? So we have to understand that. It is better to stay your asses in the house because here in Memphis, we're going up. In the last few weeks, we've actually went up. I think we have like 700 more cases. And although that's not a lot, that's enough. We start school in August. And I'm seriously considering homeschooling because I'm terrified to send my daughter to school. So, you know, seriously, think about it, y'all. Think about it. As soon as this economy starts to boom enough, they will cut off this stimulus, and that's fine. But ultimately, for some, because I am blessed to still have a job, but for some, that's fine. But we have to make sure that we doing our part. They got to understand. Do y'all understand that Black folks, not so-called minorities in America, is being heard right now? Every fucking thing that we do, like for real, stay your asses in the house. Because at the end of the day, these niggas is going under bunkers and everywhere else they can get to make sure that their asses is safe and we're still out here in the you know, every day, you know, having to fight to protect ourselves and our children. So at the end of the day, listen, we're combating this pandemic and we're combating goddamn police brutality. You know what I mean? So seriously, stay in the house. And I know I don't always talk like this, but dead ass, I got to show y'all my grown up side because it's time. It's really, really time for us as Black people to start each one teach one. You feel me? And that's what we need to do. Check your stats. Check your stats in the states and cities that you're in. Your stats might be going up. Seriously. We not safe. We not free. We not none of that. Anyway,
I ain't been kicking it at all. As much like we went into phase 2 recently, I've stepped out the house to grab some groceries from the delivery people. I ain't even hit the store.
Wow.
I've been going to the store. I definitely have been going to the store, but I do my daily routine or my every weekly routine. I make sure I stay stacked up, but I'm also gloved up and masked up too. You feel me? I keep my daughter at home as much as I can because she is asthmatic. And not for nothing, our allergies are going crazy. Like, yo, I've been going through it, like seriously. But I don't want to, harp on that because we got a lot of show to cover. We have not been back since before my birthday. Man, I know y'all saw the pictures. I know y'all saw the videos. I plead the fifth on grounds it may incriminate me. But I had an awesome time with my brother, Shy, and my
you were
bestie.
lit.
Yeah, listen, I had not. She keep hollering about 30 years, nigga. My dad passed in 05, so that was the last time I saw her. So it's before that we weren't. She was married, I was married. We were doing a married thing, so it wasn't something. But anyway, being able to see her and this long, like, that's my ace. God damn it, that's my ace. Listen, if you are blessed to have a friend, a childhood friend that you are still friends with, especially as a female, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah,
Females don't know how to be friends like that. That's family. She ain't even a friend. That's my motherfucking blood. Blood couldn't keep us have us no thicker. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah. So it was turn up. It was turn up, and I have no regrets. And hopefully, I can do the same next year. I came home. I did something to my calf. That's all I remember. I had aches and pains on my calf. I did some shit. Blade. Listen, okay, let's kick it off. I'm gonna briefly speak about that just a little bit. Blade, you are not on Facebook, I guess, but I did do a live about that. That's another situation. When I speak about sisterhood, unfortunately, in this battle rap community, females don't know how to be sisters. And I'm not saying that toward every female, but as y'all know, before I got into this realm of managing women, I didn't have, my name was never in the mix of anything. And, when this situation happened, it shouldn't happen. It was a very personal situation because we were not friends, we're family. And what happened could have went completely left. So I'm not happy about it. I'm still not happy about it. She did what she felt she had to do, whatever. But it was a whole bunch of bullshit. And, she did that, but it at what cost? That's all I can say. At what cost? Because you're never going to have the people in that circle. You're never going to find a group of down ass people in that circle. I keep a very, very small niche. The guys will tell you when it comes to females in battle rap, the females will tell you. So that situation that happened, whatever the fuck, hey, peace to her, whatever.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most disturbing things I saw over the last couple of weeks. I won't even lie.
It was a lot of shit that was said about that whole situation. A lot of lies, and we do know what happened. And it's, if that's what you need to do to make you feel the way you feel, then, like I said, Godspeed. Fuck it. Shit. But like I said, motherfuckers is 30 plus, had no business doing all that behind some shit that you created. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, moving right along. Let's get the controversial bullshit out the way. We talked about that. Ladies, unify better. Don't be fake friends, be real friends. That's all I'm gonna say. Be real friends. Recognize when you have real people in your corner. That's all I'm gonna say.
While we're on the topic of ladies, let's segue right to Kiki. Do you love me? Are you writing?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna do that. Why? Because with me personally, you know me, I'ma always explain what I mean. I never disrespect, but I do things with intent. There's a reason why I did that. During this whole situation, right? Because I think I was like one of the first people to really speak out on it, but I was unbiased. I chose no side. I honestly still have no side, but you cannot deny certain things. And the reason why personally I hate this is because it'll always in some way feel like it's an attack on the female and that people are being insensitive. But when you have a lot of females that are voicing these concerns more than the males, you got to stop and think about something. You can't go and put incriminating state charges on a man.
As he's done, I'm gonna need y'all to tell me what he said because I can't hear anything he said.
You know what I'm saying? You can't charge somebody or say that somebody did something to you, then say you have proof and all that, and then that person regardless of how they handle it in their reply or whatever, whether they did a good job or not, or just having a third. You know what I'm saying? Like, the culture was slamming math, man. Let's just be honest. The culture was slamming math. It's still a tricky situation right now. It's still nobody
is.
knows what happened, but it's just weird, Wing. It's weird. I'm sorry.
Okay, like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. I did not initially say anything about it, and I still feel that way. It's not because I'm afraid to say anything or care about whoever gives a fuck about my opinion, because it's my motherfucking opinion. But at the end of the day, rest in heavenly peace to my brother, my nephews. I'm a great auntie. Any of y'all in this circle, and any man that I'm affiliated with. All I'm gonna say is that as a woman who was victimized like that, allegedly, I have family members who have very close family members who have been molested by relatives. I have a situation that my oldest daughter was in, and I won't put her business out there, but I will say when I speak about it, I know how passionate I can get. And I know that it's not fair to say what she shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda done in the situation. All I'm gonna say is that a lot of people looked at the situation one-sided, and maybe because they didn't like math or whatever the case may be. But say if I had a son and my son or my brother was in some shit like this, you goddamn right I'm gonna ask for where's the motherfucking proof. I'm going to. And I feel like that's just something that she should have started off with. And yes, it's inconsistencies on his side, it's inconsistencies on her side. At the end of the day, mama, if you got proof, put that shit out there. Put that shit out there. I would never tell her, say that a woman is wrong. And that is part of the reason why a lot of women that have been, and men, like, let's not forget, there have been young kids, young boys victimized by people they're close to that don't come out, but more so for women, because it's always perceived a certain way, especially in this hip hop culture, Black community. She was dressed a certain way. She was around 150 niggas. It was this, that, and the third. Let me tell you, when I go to events, I am dolo, meaning no females. You never know how many dudes I am with, but I am always with guys. And it's not even a fact of me having relationships with them. These are people who fuck with me immensely. It's so many people in this culture that do. So I'm gonna always be around that. God forbid something happens. I know that would be the first thing that these stupid ass ignorant folks would say. She deserves it. You know, and that's sad.
I don't even know how niggas think like that, to be honest with you. And you can, I'm gonna take it however you want when I say this. If you're the type of person to say like such and such deserved or whatever, that shows the lack of accountability you've ever had in your entire life.
Absolutely.
I say this anybody who knows me, I'm big on this. Why I can't watch that show 600-Pound Life. I am big on accountability. A man or woman without accountability is not an adult. That's just how I roll. Like, if you don't have accountability, it's from your local friends, because friends and feathers flock together. And that's just is what it is. So if somebody in your crew says something, that reflects on you. It's up to you to determine whether you want to part ways because you don't want to be perceived as such slime as a person who would say that or not.
Right.
That's how I am. And like I said, I don't know either one of these people from a can of paint. So I most definitely ain't gonna speak on it because I don't know nothing. And I'm not the type to speak on something from a place of ignorance. I'm just not that kind of dude. Like, I'm like, if I don't know nothing, I'm not talking about it. So that's why I ain't said nothing.
I feel you on that, E. Like, it got to a point where the whole situation being on social media the day that it happened, you know, I caught it, you know what I'm saying, like the night that she tweeted math did it, or it was math, or whatever she tweeted. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm seeing other people saying something, other people battle rap media, and I'm like, the hell's going on? I wake up the next day and it's battle rap social media was in a fucking frenzy.
Yeah.
And you're seeing and when you see
uproar.
Yeah, it was wild. You see, you know, people that don't believe her being outspoken. You see people that are going at math being outspoken, and it just gets to a point where you just have to be like, I'm out of here. Like, there's too much. Sometimes it can get too negative. And I to be totally honest, I don't know what happened after. You know what people were saying now. I completely just left it alone.
A lot of people are backtracking. A lot of people I've seen are backtracking about how they feel about this whole situation. If y'all have any other words, that's fine. I don't. I want to get to battle rap, but
let's talk the battles.
Yeah, you know, hopefully this will pan out. He is exonerated or he is prosecuted. You know, that's just what I mean. I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of blogs. You know, I've seen a lot of blogs that make very, very good points to all of this whole situation. But Suede, for instance, did say, you know, basically, where's the proof? He definitely asked that, but he's not asking for anything that she didn't offer, is the way he put it. So, you know, she said it. That's what they want. That's what the people want. So whatever. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. This is the Breakdown Crew Recharge Show. Gloves off. This is the gauntlet right now. The fuck your feelings and whatever else it may be. We about to talk some shit because we are well overdue. So where do we begin, fellas? I'm giving the floor to y'all. Where we beginning? Where we start?
Are we gonna start with round 2 of Ultimate Madness that last week?
The spice is here. No, wait, Mike, hold on. Oh, you all right? Fuck it.
Besides Jada Nightwing and Luke Castro and Fonz and Easy, that whole thing was a damn
trash. Dub Nation. I agree.
It's bad,
I agree.
Listen, I got. Ooh, we gonna cut. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. If you have questions, statements, anything, if you're new to the live, I can view all of your questions, your statements along the screen. Just make sure they're appropriate. Blade Brown, where your ass at? Make sure they're appropriate. Okay.
You know why? You know why? You know why I agree? Because this Ultimate Madness thing on caffeine, you got to understand how they setting it up. They got a listing. They got local show listings. When you go into caffeine, it says such and such show Tuesdays. Boom, 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 boom. Right? I bet. So last week's episode of Ultimate Madness was not last week, but the week before was better than last. Was it last week or the week before? But y'all know what I'm saying. The last episode of Ultimate Madness was better than the one that we just went through. Round 1 was better than round 2. Round 2 was like, I just can't get over the fact that I just keep on seeing Your Honor just choke like that in my brain. Like I should just.
But this is the thing. We knew Your Honor wasn't going to be able to get those rounds done. He even admitted that he wasn't prepared like he was before. So what do we expect?
I didn't have to get. This is why I didn't have to get up the first round.
But check this out. Didn't I tell you niggas that this was going to be the case?
Why she get all aggressive with us?
Because whenever she knows that she's right, she says it like that. She's right.
All I'm saying is that they came with like these are going to be your top tiers. These are going to someday. No diss to them, but they got work to do. You niggas been hollering Rubando. Look at what the fuck Rubando done did. And
you know what?
Rubando he still won though. But
he still won.
Sloppy. It was
Rubando. This is the thing about Rubando.
Sloppy.
Rubando really is. He's nice. Not good. He's not good outside. He's not. I'm gonna give my personal opinion. This is just Michael opinion. Not this. The views expressed by Michael are not those shared by the rest of the Breakdown crew. This is those views expressed by Michael. Rubando's trash. He doesn't have a personality on that stage. He's very gimmick. He's very cliche. We go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like his style fits good at We Go Hard. Now I'm not saying that We Go Hard is trash, but what I'm saying is that We Go Hard has a specific style that
he's so stuck. He's stuck in the machine. Basically, he doesn't know how to.
Like every time he gets on, it's like he's preparing for a We Go Hard stage. No, you have to step it up once you get to that URL stage. You have to add more pieces to your arsenal. You can't go in there doing the same name flips every other bar that you have. You have to have a personality. You have to have showmanship. You have to have.
Mike, I agree with everything you said, except for the fact that he's trash. Rubando is not trash.
Rubando has barely skated through this tournament. He's
right. If you're solely judging him just off the tournament, I'm
judging him off the other battles that I've seen prior to this.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, we're judging this tournament because we were given the what's the word I'm looking for? It was compared to Ultimate Freestyle Friday.
Because the format is that. It's similar.
Hold on. Okay. Let me get my round off. This is the point that I'm making. The fact that we were given these similarities and we are supposed they have to be judged by those standards. You feel me? Right. You put these niggas in place because they're supposed to be able to go upward, right? They're supposed to be able to open up for whatever event that's gonna come next. What, NOME?
Right.
All right.
Oh yeah, NOME.
But check it out. Come on. These niggas ain't nowhere near top tier. They're barely making mid tier.
This is how I see it.
Some of them.
This is literally weeding out the strong from the weak. That's what this is.
Okay.
But that's what the process is about, though.
Exactly. That's what it is. We're seeing who cannot like. But Mike, the way that those that be.
This is some crucible shit.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay. No, it's not. I wouldn't even do it like that. I wouldn't even look at it like that.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Let me. You know what? I agree with you, and I kind of agree with what she just said about with the crucible angle. But I also agree with what you are about to say, like combating it. The reason why it feels like that is because these niggas they're not top tier. They're not ready, but they're advancing. So it's like. Do you see how the shit kind of looks? My nigga, it's about to be Jada Nightwing versus Rubando, son. He's about to die, my nigga.
Now,
what it do, Big Hand? And that's another thing. That's a trap. Boy, listen.
Big Hand,
we're going to get to this.
Salute, huh?
We're going to get to this.
Salute to Big Hand.
Listen.
Big Hand should have been in the semifinal.
Let's keep it.
I'm going to jump out and jump back in so I can every angle hear Mad because I can't. I've heard nothing he said this whole show. That's
okay.
I'm just gonna
I hear you. That's crazy. It's sad. It's sad because it's a fucking setup. It's kind of like you pass, but it's a punishment for your performance. Son, he has to be out of this fucking galaxy, not this world, galaxy against Jada Nightwing. And the odds of that happening are closer to zero, my nigga. I fuck with Rubando. You know what I'm saying? I think he. You know what I'm saying? I think he's.
But
me personally.
I'm gonna say this, Malone. But because I've been Team Jay the Nightwing from the moment that I've been from the moment that I got the opportunity to be a part of this show. I have been Jay the Nightwing. I've been pro Jay the Nightwing from day one.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
But this is how I see it. This is reality. Nobody thought Luke Castro was gonna beat Kid Chaos.
Luke Castro didn't beat Kid Chaos, but okay.
He beat Kid Chaos.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Mike, he used to do this shit.
Well, I'm not. He won.
He did not.
Wait. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have Luke Castro winning that, but I had him getting 30. But at the end, I had it 2-1. Kid Chaos.
He won, and the reason why I say he won is because he battled better.
Yeah,
he performed.
There's a difference. He battled better. He brought the entire package.
He performed because they said the same shit about Gunpowder Pat and Rue that they said with Kid Chaos and fuck. You know what?
That's why we're here. No, we're not saving it. That's why we're here.
All right.
We're not saving it.
Because I don't know if it's an argument. We'll be all day. Me and Mike will be all day arguing.
No, we're not gonna be all day. I feel like Big Trav. I'll call time.
Big Trav just said the tournament was designed for Ace Amin to make it far. I disagree.
Man, listen. You know what? Okay, going back to fuck the argument. Going
I'm
back
live
to
now.
what you're
I'm
saying.
live. I'm
It can't be.
I'm on YouTube.
I can see what Trav is saying, and we'll shout out to Trav, Big Trav. I can see what Trav is saying. However, it was a setup. Remember, we talked about this on the show. It was to me, that was a whole setup, because any nigga that don't know how to write, prepare, and perform, get his shit together within 2 weeks was not going to withstand this tournament. Ace Amin should never been in this tournament at all, because he is a one-round battler. He has not learned.
Yo, can we talk about this real quick?
To prepare, right?
Can we talk about this real quick?
In that short time span, he said it on the show. He's learning. Don't get fucked up, but he ain't ready. He wasn't ready. Go ahead.
Yo, his performance was trash. It was horrible. Yo, he choked in the first round. He choked his stumble. Yo, but he won. How?
And Big Hand stumbled and forgot his part
in the second. Yeah, but that's once. It doesn't matter. If we're going to count the stumbles, it's 2-1, nigga.
But it's not because you still have to go based on the content.
Okay. Ace had better content?
Yeah.
No. Fuck.
What was Big Hand? All right. What was Brooklyn Hands? Sorry, I didn't mean to say Big Hand. What was Brooklyn Hands rapping about?
Son, he was doing the hieroglyphical shit.
I don't want to hear it. What was Brooklyn Hands rapping about?
Son,
I don't remember right now, but I felt like he was way better.
He rapped about prison shit briefly. He rapped about like he was in the elements of between them two. The elements, you know, Ace Amin's element where he rapped. Come on, man.
Brooklyn Hands rapped better. Ace Amin battled better. They both fucked up. But Ace Amin battled better. And that's what this is. This is a battle rap tournament, right?
How did he battle better?
Do you understand the difference? Do you understand the difference between rapping better and battling better? Let me ask you this. Do you know the difference?
Yes.
Okay. So he went at Brooklyn Hands. He had bars catered towards Brooklyn Hands. He had punches, name flips, wordplay. One hand washed the other. That he had bars that were more memorable than because Brooklyn didn't. Because Brooklyn didn't battle Ace Amin, but he did not battle Ace Amin.
No, he battled Ace Amin. But because he didn't dwell on the points more, he didn't battle better. No, bro. No.
Yes.
I don't agree. My opinion. I don't agree.
I don't either, but okay.
I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong enough, but I don't agree.
I see why the judges gave it to Ace Amin. I completely get it. Even people that were watching the battle, other people that were watching the battle were saying, "What was Brooklyn Hands rapping about?"
What you think?
Yeah, but the people that were watching it, what fans are they? Like, are they just new?
They're battle rap fans. What do you mean? What fans are they?
They're popularity fans. No. There's a difference. There's a difference.
There's a big difference.
There is a difference. There's
Mike. Come on, Mike. There's a big difference, Mike. There's a big difference, Mike.
Big difference.
Go ahead. There's a big difference.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Go ahead, E. Go ahead.
All right, so I totally agree. Ace Amin was.
Who you agree with?
I'm gonna keep it real. I've been playing The Last of Us 2 the whole time because when two people yell over each other, I can't distinguish. So, like I said, Ace Amin, I don't think he was built for this tournament. Like, let's be honest. Like, I think out of his, how many battles has he had on URL? Like, I would say 5, maybe 6, 7. I can't even remember. I don't know off top. But I think out of those performances, like clean performances, I think I can count 2.
Right. That's
it. And this is before the tournament. He's had time to work. His style is so, it's multi-syllabic. And the way he delivers it's kind of like, if you listen to his music, he raps the same in both formats. But in a battle, there's so much other stuff going on rather than the studio, such as breath, pacing, performance, and all that stuff. You're running out of breath. And to try to keep that intense demeanor and deliver that material the way you rap is difficult. To try to do that in 2 weeks,
Facts.
Ace, if you watching, this is no disrespect to you. You're not beating Fonz.
Nah.
If you do, I mean, salute, because that'll be crazy. Because you took out the dark horse, that'll be phenomenal.
But
I'm not
anything
trying to
is
shoot
possible.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
possible in this tournament.
Yeah, because you know we've seen in how many years of battle we've been watching, we've seen Stranger Things. So I mean, it happens. So
let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Ace had two rounds of Ultimate Madness where if we go compare this to Dragon Ball levels, he was regular Goku. He ain't even used a power yet. So now if he wanted to turn up and give us his best performance, he could. He ain't showed nothing yet. But he's advanced.
Let me say this real quick. Shout out to Brandon Phillips. Yeah, Ace and Rue. He said that Ace and Rue, for those, listen, it's YouTube comments and it's Facebook comments. Unfortunately, Facebook, YouTube, you can't intertwine. You can only see the comments from where you're at. So that's why we put them up on the screen too. So basically you're reading that. But yeah, I said that Ace, well, initially I had said that Ace and Rue both, in my opinion, got where they were just due to technicality. Yeah. And I still feel that way.
I agree.
Because Rubando is most definitely like, he won on account of cats who came in with ankle braces at this point. Because it's just like he hasn't really like distinguished himself. Like he's literally just punching. Like he's not really doing anything special. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I'm sorry, like it's not working out for some of these cats. I hope ultimately for all the battlers that are watching this broadcast,
stop smiling at Bria, please.
What? I just said, hey, Bria, what are you talking about?
For any rappers that may be watching this episode right now, if you are on Ultimate Madness 2, learn. Because this is the guinea pig trial. Because we can have absolutely no mercy.
No mercy on y'all.
Yeah, because if you've accepted it, you know what time it is. 2, we understand that you know what time it is, and as a grown man, you're accountable for the decisions you make. Okay, so it's not going to be much mercy for you. If you know you can't prepare in 2 weeks, and you signed up, you might as well just call them back and say, put somebody else's name in. Because you're on the second run. We expect y'all to be better. So, but exactly. So it's just like for this one here, but this here, I don't see A beating Fonz, and I damn sure don't see Rubando beating no Jada Nightwing.
You know what? This is the thing.
Now, hold on. Brandon,
but hold on.
Hold on. I wanted to touch on this. Brandon is saying that the final that is basically anonymous. Did y'all see?
No, he said unanimous, not anonymous.
Unanimous. But I was gonna ask.
Sorry, I had to. I'm grammar police. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
No. That was my fault. Because it took me somewhere else. Either way, I wanted to actually did y'all see where, speaking of Jada Nightwing and Rubando, where it was the tweet on top of the tweet from URL that pretty much gave away what they already feel like it's going to be? Jada Nightwing and Fonz.
Of course. Is it really?
No. I mean, to be honest with you, a 3-year-old could probably pick the finals with these four.
But that's what I'm reading the comments, and as I'm reading, like I said, it's certain comments. So if I'm not getting to everybody's comments in a row, it's because of certain comments that I'm reading. I'm going back to the other one and kind of putting a narrative together. So Shannon, it's not unpredictable, ma. It's not. It's in my opinion, it's not. But y'all go ahead. Y'all finish saying what y'all was saying.
It's unpredictable. This tournament has been unpredictable up to this point.
It has been pretty predictable. I mean,
wait. Let me ask you this. Let's keep it a buck. Did we think Squeako was gonna make it out the first round? We thought Squeako was gonna make it out the first round.
I do.
Let me tell you something.
Unpredictable.
Here's the thing. If you've been following Squeako long enough, you know that's the give or take. Shout out to Squeako because that's my nigga. But you know that Squeako is very inconsistent.
But we had the show had him. The show, like if I remember correctly, the show us on the breakdown crew had him beating Your Honor.
But my nigga, you've been having fucking Jada Nightwing this entire time with his choking ass a year ago.
And where's he at right now?
But my point is, you kept hope alive. All I'm saying is just because we had him don't mean that he was gonna cut the mustard.
On his way to NOME X. On his way to NOME X.
But you missing my point. My point of the matter is that we could have had him all day long. He's still inconsistent.
Hey, you wanna know what's a crazy like?
And he's been consistent as hell in this tournament.
And I appreciate it. I do. That's the only
problem. I told you that was gonna happen.
Well, somebody doubted him, and it takes
everybody doubted me.
Somebody taught him the formula to write in 2 weeks instead of 4 months, and that's great. He should have learned it. But he's
quick
newer.
Sidebar.
Go ahead.
Quick sidebar.
The
funniest part about this is the winner, whoever is at NOME, whoever wins their battle at NOME, is going to get a bigger payday than most of the battlers on the card. Is that crazy or
right?
not?
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
And I've been telling people,
that automatically makes them top tier. That's top tier.
When Jay,
that's top tier shit.
Jay's biggest issue was himself. It was always him. It wasn't about preparation. It was internal. That's what it was with Jay.
Whatever that 4 months
I've always said this. Once Jay can win against himself, he's gonna be A1. And that's what we've seen. That's exactly what we've seen.
Mike, that's fine, bro. He's here now. But the point of the matter is, listen, you have more excuses than a convict. The nigga was.
It's not excuse. It's not excuse. It's not excuses.
Matter. All right. At this point, it don't matter because he's shown and proved that you can do it. He got over that hump. That's fine. He better stay consistent because yes, I ain't no front. He pissed me the fuck off, and it was just like whatever. But it paid off. He is the one. He is the unicorn to where preferential treatment in certain things. It was necessary, in my opinion, because he showed the fuck up. He didn't say sorry every time and not show up when it mattered. So kudos to him. That's my only thing. But like I said, ain't nobody. It's never been a Jada Nightwing hate train. But when I fuck with somebody, when you giving me bullshit, you gonna get talked about. I mean, how that's being biased, even though your ass is biased as hell. We're not biased.
I'm not biased.
Yes, you are. You biased.
I'm okay. I'm
just strongly opinionated.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're just strongly opinionated.
Right.
Yeah, because there's certain people that I see like a legit. I see legit stardom.
Right.
And I've seen that in Jay for years.
Bro, let me tell you, he really, that's what I'm saying. And I'm talking a lot of shit, but for real, he really
found
the fuck up in this tournament.
He did.
This Jay,
Trav said Jay's not all that. Name me somebody outside of Fonz has been better in this tournament.
He just went to that comment and it's 100 other comments on here. You see how he did that?
No, because I want to debate. If we're talking, show me somebody that's been lyrically as creative as Jay in this tournament.
You know what?
I would
love to see Jay versus, if he ever gets to that level, Jada Nightwing versus like Daylight. I think that would be a phenomenal battle.
That was actually
would be crazy
in 2017.
To be honest with you, that'd be a fire battle. But
J2, you and Dev, I gotta get with y'all. I keep saying that y'all gotta understand priorities first. But I'm definitely going to get with y'all because I do need to interview you and Dev this week. So we definitely gonna do that. Shout out to J2.
Dev the Demon?
Yes.
That's my nigga, man.
Really? Yeah. And the fact that he's from the Bay Area, I am really upset that I did not even realize that. Listen, I got to root for home. God damn it. Shout out to Joe Rilla. Joe Rilla, listen, they will never make me a judge. Never, bro. They just won't. Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
I actually got a match. I got a match for Dev the Demon on my fantasy card. He's gonna like it too.
Do you? Okay. Yeah, they'll be up here this week for sure. I got a few things that I'm doing with some up and coming battlers. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Let's get back to it. Rita acknowledged me. Ooh. Okay. I love Rita.
What happened to Rita? Yo, hold on.
Said,
Speaking of Rita, salute and shout out to her. Yeah, I would say it, but you know I'm going. Yo, the way Jada Nightwing ended that was at the second round.
Fire.
That shit was
That
fire.
was dope.
I think that's one of those etched in battle rap. Like that was it was a bar, a punch, and it was a moment at the same time.
It really was.
Yeah.
But that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
E, what was that? What was that? Okay, so unless Jay choke against Fonz, unless Jay chokes and Fonz gets locked in with Duncan, them niggas ain't winning. Them other niggas ain't winning. Okay, I agree. They are at this point. They are the number ones. They are 1 and 2.
Bro, Fonz's stock is through the freaking roof right now. Like, just like a lot of niggas didn't even know who Fonz was. A lot of niggas didn't even know who Fonz was.
A lot of niggas did not know, because I know. Shout out to my bro Tink when he was, when he was coming home, and we were in talks about a battle. Fonz's name was mentioned at that time, and Tink felt like, who the hell is that? But now I'm like, bro, you gotta understand. Like,
I would have most definitely enlightened him if I was there for that conversation.
Yeah, no, I had to put him on. But you gotta understand, this is somebody who has not watched battle rap. Tink hadn't watched battle rap for almost 3 years, because he was gone. I had to put him up on who he was, and he watched a few battles or whatnot, but he definitely wanted to do that. But like I said, right now, that might be something different. That's a different conversation. Let's see.
Fonz's first performance that I've seen him eat.
Could I say some parallel universe shit real quick?
Go ahead.
Fonz. See, this is look. I want y'all, everybody watching, even y'all right here, though. I want y'all. The reaction that y'all need to watch right now is wings. Okay. Just remember I said that.
Why you gotta watch my reaction?
Parallel,
we're gonna see that on Rookie vs. Vets.
Parallel universe thinking real quick. All right. The reason why we want to see Fonz versus Av is because Fonz is 30-20 Av, and Av is Av. I like it. It's like a Sensei versus and they bros. Like, yo, to be honest, yo, that battle has to happen. Like, I want to see that shit.
It's gonna happen. It's Rookie versus Vets. We're gonna see that on Rookie.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
That was already, that's been.
Honestly,
no. Not the. I know the battle was already there. But take away what I said about the battle happening. But I know it is. But everything else before that, I'm just saying, like, Fonz. I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with Fonz. Shout out to Fonz. I watched maybe 1 or 2 of his battles, but I never really stuck to analyzed him like whatever. Like, I really started paying attention to him through this Ultimate Man and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga is fire. This nigga from Ohio.
I had a modified matchup for him because a lot of people have been saying Fonz versus Av since before this tournament. Because those who are familiar with Fonz have been saying.
Av called him out. Av said it.
He said it a while ago, right?
He said it on Champion because he said that he felt Fonz didn't really get the credit he deserved or recognition he understood.
Oh yeah,
but on my card, I kind of switched it up. Not only one to be different, but to be better for development. I said I'd rather see Fonz versus Ill Will, and I'd rather see Jay Kruger versus Av. Reason being,
I'm not mad at those. I'm not mad at those at all.
But I'm not.
Let me explain it.
The first one, yeah. The second one,
I got it.
Shout out to Jay Kruger. I love him too. But go ahead, E. Go ahead.
I gotta explain it. So the thing is, we know with Fonz and Av, we finna get a certified punch fest. We understand what this is gonna be. It's gonna be Rum Nitty versus Av part 2. Or it is what it is. But the reason I wanted Fonz to battle Ill Will is because when it comes to punchers, Ill Will can nullify that, and I want to see what Fonz would do to get past that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm
Okay.
not mad at that.
Okay.
This is just from a
I'm not-
development standpoint. This isn't talking
Question.
about maybe it'll be a better match.
What puncher has ill will kind of, you know?
Av, nigga, did you forget? Or
Yeah, Av. Yeah, you forgot. Av.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you definitely forgot. Av, bro.
Yeah,
That's only one.
That listen, it doesn't matter. That's all he needs to do.
One of the
He's
most
V1.
powerful ones right now.
Yes, V1s. V1s. It ain't nothing else to. Come on, bro.
All right. You got that.
I had to get it together.
Also,
I had to get it
wasn't his
together.
best performance, but another one he nullified. Rum Nitty, Born
He
Legacy.
didn't. Nope. Nitty 30 ball Nitty. Nope.
I knew he was gonna do that.
I didn't know it wasn't a 30 ball. I had Nitty 2-1, but I know the culture had Ill Will winning that. I had Nitty winning 2-1. It
was split. It was split. Some
It was
people
the-
had-
Hey,
it was
Trav
debatable.
did. Trav got a good point. He did. Okay, he got ill. He got B Magic the fuck out of here. I do recall
Ooh,
that.
he sure did.
Nah.
He sure
Yeah.
did.
Man.
Now do you see? Now do you see why? Now you
But
see
you know
why-
what? Yeah. No debate for that one. You're right.
Yeah, no debate.
Now you
Mike.
see why my matches were modified the way they were.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna front. I like the battle though. I do like those matchups. I was just trying to, see
So
what.
let's talk about what your theory is for Av
Jay Kruger and Av.
and Jay Kruger though. Yeah, because
because a lot of people. A
Okay.
lot of people think that only thing Av does is punch when that's not
Right.
all he does. He just punches very well, so it overshadows a lot of other stuff you can do. Because when he was battling JC, he was doing a lot more than just punching.
That's a
So,
fact.
so
he was angling
and all kind of stuff. So but with Jay Kruger has this thing about his authenticity, believability, and his pacing. A lot of people compare Jay Kruger to JC because of the pacing. That's the literally only thing I can
never
see
did
personally.
think about that, but yeah,
The
that
pacing. They write at a steady pace. They don't they don't necessarily have to rush through it, but when it hit, you know, except for this weekend for JC. But
listen, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there.
But yeah, but yeah. So, and I want to see, I still think Jay Kruger would have to like level up as far as his material if he battle Av. I'd rather develop than just get a good match, because if we just get a good match and you stay the same, there's not much that took place, or you kind of cheat yourself out of future battles with greater opponents. So that's my whole theory behind it.
Okay,
I'm finna go pee because I've been holding it in for like.
Yeah, Bria, the winner would still be considered a rookie, and they'll still be on rookies versus vets.
Right. So okay, real quick, because we kind of stayed on that subject too long. So let's were we doing? So we kind of already did predictions for this weekend, right?
We got Jay and Fonz. I think as a collective, we can say that Jay and Fonz.
I think we pretty much got that.
Facts. That's just hands down. Like
the only way that Jay or Fonz won't make it to the finals is if they choke in all three rounds.
Pretty much that's what Brandon just said. Listen, shout out to Shannon. I really thought that Real Sick. Well, you know what?
Can't say that.
Not so much Real Sick. I kind of don't feel like he was that great for this tournament. I don't know that. I feel like he was kind of one-dimensional, maybe, or I don't know. I won't even say one-dimensional because I did like the way he was switching the flows, but the content just was not there for me.
I think Real Sick had the content. Real Sick just ran into a Jay that was on a mission.
He ran into the gauntlet.
He ran into a Jay that was on a mission because his battle versus Jay, his content against Jay was crazy, and his content against Kid Chaos was crazy.
Okay, but here's my thing. Crazy is fine, but for me, it just didn't seem like. It seemed like the same. It didn't level up for me. He didn't level up. And I felt like he ran into the gauntlet when it was Jay, but then with Kid Chaos, it was a little better, but I still didn't really feel like he was tournament ready. He's a great battler. I just don't feel like he was good for the tournament. That's just what I'm saying.
Into the gauntlet.
I don't know. You're the only person that I've heard say that.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
I'm not saying it was something wrong. I'm just saying you're the only person. You're the first person that expressed. That's all. Don't kill me. It's Father's Day.
When I was in New York, I saw him and I absolutely loved him when I was in New York. And I felt like, you know what? Yeah, definitely. I feel it. But I don't know. Maybe I just expected more, maybe. I don't know. It could have been Jay. It could have been Kid. I just expected more. I don't know. Like I said, I did expect more. And I watched that battle a couple of times. So, you know, it wasn't just, I already did that one. I'm trying to get through all y'all comments because we kind of been at a standstill. Let me go back. But
okay. Actually, Saga actually just asked real sick if he had a opponent for Rookies versus Vets 2. Saga wants that matchup with real sick.
Yeah.
That'll be dope. Hell yeah. Oh God, Brandon said, "Is that a backwood or is that wet paper bag?"
It's neither. It's called Fanta, brother. Fanta leaf.
Okay, so we getting all into that. Okay, we answered that. Let's go into. All right, let's go into this weekend. First off, can we start with the face-off discussions, the polite fucking discussions?
Huh?
Can we talk about the light-hearted face-off discussion that we had this weekend?
Niggas is at campfires with marshmallows, trading
I was very upset about the fact that not only did we have lighthearted discussions for face-offs on Friday, Saturday comes around and
we get bullshit. We get 2 out of 4. Fuck you mean?
Shout out to Don Marino.
How heartbroken I was yesterday when I found out that Jay Cooper versus Bad News wasn't happening.
I stayed up.
I was disappointed. I wanted to see Bad News get the fuck out of here.
Because it was no other outcome. There was literally gonna be no other outcome.
Are we okay? So fuck the elephant. Let's talk about the whale in the ocean. So
let's do it.
So brother TWORK, one of my favorite characters in this whole URL universe, this battle rap universe.
Character. Oh wee.
But bro, the reason why I have to say character, I'm pretty sure that I don't know TWORK personally, but I'm pretty sure that he's a cool dude in the third. But as a fan of yours, as a person that you know what I'm saying, the culture, sir. I watched. I don't know. Shout out to Pat. Shout out to White Pat. You know what I'm saying? I seen him tweet something on Twitter, and it's crazy. He added every battle rapper that TWORK ducked, and he put ducks after all of them shits. So here I am now. This is why I don't feel no way saying what I'm about to say. Yo, TWORK can do whatever the fuck he wants. Pretty much.
Quick question.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants. How do you that's lie. I
have a question.
I don't want to sound like a hater.
Do we know what happened?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
So you're assuming what happened. Wait, so let me ask you this.
You gonna do this?
Yes,
really?
You like to play. Hold on. You like to play devil's advocate, Malone.
Have food poisoning.
Hold on, Malone. Stop. Let Mike play devil's advocate. Go right ahead.
You like to play devil's advocate, Malone.
You're right.
So, do you have an actual answer of why TWORK and Swamp didn't go down?
I just told you. I don't know.
You are assuming that it's because of TWORK.
I mean, I see Swamp going. Hold on.
Yes. Wait. You're assuming. Wait. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Are you assuming? No, because I worded it wrong.
Let me answer that.
I worded it wrong, and
No. Yeah, you better word it right.
Are you assuming that he ducked? You're assuming that he ducked.
Even worse. But go ahead. That's what you want to say? Go ahead.
Are you assuming that he ducked?
No. What I'm saying is, according to the nigga track record, he's ducked a lot of battle rappers, bro. So
but you said that he ducked.
Wait, I'm not done. No, okay. Let me bring it back. Let me hold on. What my nigga Rig started? Sorry, Your Honor. Rewind. I'll bring that back. That's another bar. Hold on. I'll bring that back later. Hold on. Let me answer what you said first. I didn't say that TWORK was ducking him. What I said was, I saw a tweet that White Pat had put up and added every battle rapper that he has ducked. I didn't say he ducked Swamp. He has a history of playing in a fucking pond, my nigga. Duck, goose. Daffy duck. Donald, duck. So what I'm saying to you is that, no, I'm not saying that he ducked Swamp. Nigga, he ducked Swamp. Where's the battle at? Swamp going live, talking about it, being diplomatic. I get it. Something probably did happen, but come on, my nigga. The last time this happened, it was food poisoning. Right.
Listen, this is what we gonna do.
Is that a problem? And that what you're talking about, the Danny battle, right?
Hold on.
And then we don't get these.
Since Mike wanted to play devil's advocate, let's do that. Okay? Here's the thing. At the end of the day, there is a pattern. There has been a consistent pattern. It's always something that happened.
Right. It's always an excuse, my nigga. How many times you gonna call out of work, my nigga, before you get fired? Oh, I don't get fired.
Something that happened. I'm not going to go all into history books about whatever the fucking case may be. There's something happened in Richmond, but he sure ended up having something else happen at a whole nother event where Easy and motherfucking Piranha couldn't even battle.
See, I'm still hella upset about that, by the way, because that battle was on the way to
but something happened on Friday. But something
you hear her playing devil's advocate. You hear her playing devil's advocate, right? And it still combats kind of what you said. She's playing from the same side you are. Nah, bro. It's a pattern, bro. But this one was bad because this was wild.
I get it. I agree. There's a pattern.
Hold on. Because it ain't just his fault. It's not just his fault.
Right.
Because here's the thing. If something happened, URL, like any other company, you call off for work tonight. I call off for work tonight. What you think my job is going to do? They're going to call in a replacement for me because I work a specific shift that I'm the only permanent overnight person.
They said TWORK was in the area. So I don't like
the comparison that I'm making is that I'm the essential for this shift. He's the essential for this battle. How is it fair to not have told this opponent or flew this man out or whatever the case it may be, or not made an announcement beforehand? So while we're going to play devil's advocate, the way we'll do this is you can't all put it all on him. We have to make both the battler and URL now accountable, because they do that a lot, that they will let the shit fall on the fucking battler when sometimes in some cases it's not their fault, or these motherfuckers knew beforehand.
In the beginning, before anything or any battles or anything had to do with caffeine, wasn't there some type of in the new contracts that were given out, the 5 years or whatever? Wasn't there a clause? Wasn't niggas getting fined and certain shit happening for certain criteria not being met? So I'm kind of not understanding.
Well, and my other thing to that is he shouldn't even be battling, because I thought he was on a 6-month suspension, but I digress. Anyway,
we all forgot about that shit.
So it's pushed back for next week. If he has to finish writing or whatever, I'm just hoping that it's a phenomenal battle, because TWORK talked a lot of shit about this man, and I just hope that he shows up with a third, because
you know what I like about Swamp?
What's the bad news?
He's cool. Swamp is so cool right now.
I know, Mike.
So cool right now.
Mike, come on.
What did I do?
The look on your face. I'm sorry, he did lose to Bad News. I didn't
watch it because Bad News is 100% garbage truck juice.
Oh man, Jesus.
I need TWORK. I feel like TWORK, he had really good potential, because at first I did not like him. Not as a person. I'm talking about as a battler. Jay was like, "Nah, you gotta watch him. You gotta watch him." I think it was him and Clean that I finally decided, that I finally was like, you know what? I fuck with this young dude, whatever. But it's like he's forgotten, or he's not on that same path that he was once on. You know what I mean? It feels like the stardom has has made him where he's practicing.
Stage too big, lights too bright. We gotta say.
Yeah,
I mean, because ultimately, I honestly believe that TWORK needs to be sat down like chess, like they did chess.
I absolutely agree.
I honestly believe that because TWORK, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I understand at the same time that TWORK is a fan favorite. He's a ticket seller.
It's not even that he's a fan. Look, Mike, beyond that, though, it's not even that he's a fan favorite. As far as the whole new era, the app era, this new era, the caffeine era, he's one of the main faces for it. So you feel me? Him, Geechee.
Absolutely. You got Drake tweeting.
You got Geechee coming in about great performances every time.
Right. Yeah, Geechee every time, bro. Geechee's bad worst performances are still good.
Right.
You feel me? Like they're still good.
Prepared 3 rounds.
He's prepared.
Absolutely.
You have to have better material than him. That's the only way you're gonna beat Geechee, to be honest. It's not even that his shit was bad and he was good. It's just you just have to have better shit. You feel me?
And the fact that there just has to be some accountability, because at the fact that, and like I said, not for those coming in, not saying this is not a rag on TWORK Fest, but at the same time, listen, we all got motherfucking eyes, whether we got 4 or 2.
It could be anybody. This could have been any battle rapper. It ain't just because it's his TWORK, but his track
on
record
the forefront. It's who you have force fed the culture, so you put him you put him on a pedestal.
He's accessible to all this slander.
Boy, if y'all put that Trav comment that Trav said up on the screen, that is 100% facts right there. What Trav said.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. I'm coming.
Did he say what? Big news or bad news not battling was a gift from God? Is that one?
No, that was also the facts. But this one right here.
He said also the facts.
TWORK has the tool to be the greatest of all time, but he has A+ performance, A+ bars, A+ presence, but his preparation and carelessness mess it up, and that is 100%.
Bro,
fact.
I said that. I said this yesterday when he was doing this before we found out the battle was canceled. He was doing his predictions. I said, bro, I want to give TWORK his flowers for everything he brings, but I can't because he has a record of inconsistency. I can't do it.
But here's why
he's J.R. Smith at this point.
Listen, attention to detail. he's attention to detail, right? But here's why he gets it. Here's why everyone asks the question, well, why does he get away with it? As you guys were sitting there talking, as I was into this early round blunt twisting, surf voice, it dawned on me. It dawned on me. Detail. Yo, TWORK tells us that he doesn't prepare weeks, days, or nothing in advance. He writes on the spot. So if he doesn't get it right before the battle, it's not happening. That's not fair.
Brandon, I'm coming right back to your comment.
I get it. You can't tell a battler how to prepare, and he's great. But if you haven't mastered the art in its final form, then leave that shit alone. Practice that shit on your time, and just go along with the order of shit. And just give us what we supposed to get, bro. Because it's too much of this shit, man.
What it do?
I want to see it.
Listen, he puts. That's a great point. Along with Trav, Rock ain't did this shit in 10 years. Why are we making excuses for TWORK? And we don't make no excuses. We're unapologetic up here.
I was gonna say, who's making excuses?
No. I think that statement, he needs the culture in general.
I think he definitely needs the culture. Yeah.
That's it. He's right.
TWORK got me blocked. So I mean, I can say whatever I want.
Me too.
Bria, I think he moved up to Saga moved up to vets at the
Saga's definitely vet status at this point.
Saga turned into Sensei Saga.
Yo, wait. Hold on. Y'all are being disrespectful though. That's it. Hold on. This is actually a compliment to y'all, but it's gonna sound harsh. What do you mean? Son, Saga has definitely moved with all that into top tier. He's definitely top tier.
I am not. Refute.
Speaking of Saga,
we have to mention that. You guys didn't mention that. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of Saga, are we going to talk about B. Dot versus Saga?
Hold on. Let's get there. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up with the comments too.
Matter of fact, go ahead.
That's a great statement too. That is a great statement. Definitely. And I feel like that's where a lot of the guys are. We talk about this, and I think you may have missed the show where we did talk about that, where there is no artist development, unfortunately. So when you get this potential that you plug and you build this narrative around these niggas, you just let them go out there and do what they do. They're technically their food.
Okay, I got
because
something for
they
Jamil.
don't know how to continue to develop it. These so-called managers ain't managing. They entourage. You feel me? So
I got something for Jamil with that last comment. Dang, you moved it. Fuck.
oh wait.
What
Hold on.
he say?
Let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to everybody's comments. God mystery. Hold up.
Say something to that. I was gonna say something.
Appreciate you, God's mystery. We appreciate you. All right.
Okay, boom. You guys are right, but we gotta once again attention to detail. We have to say this now in the context of things that would apply in the era of battle rap in which that happened. Now everything's commercial. It's different. It's different. He's already supposed to be finished. You shouldn't put him out there. He's not finished. We can't use the unfinished product shit. You could milk that.
Right.
You could milk that when the streams is not out there like that. We're in a totally different terrain right now, my nigga. Niggas, so many viewers, caffeine crashing. Right now, we are all hoping that Lux vs. Surf goes through smooth as fuck. Because if it does, that is epic for battle rap. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Caffeine been pretty damn stable.
They've been pretty good. Yeah, yes, that's
okay. It's been all right.
Okay, but that's gonna have like 500 million views, bro. Let's be honest. You feel me?
Yeah.
But not even getting on that. Back to what we're talking about. TWORK should be polished.
Oh shit, my nigga Chilla, what up, bro?
Way more polished. Way more polished. What it do, Chilla? Appreciate you for stopping by. We need you on the platform, the platform.
Take Kid Chaos for Rookie vs. Vets. If you was listening, take Kid Chaos for Rookie vs. Vets. I appreciate it.
That was
somebody has said Mike P and Real Sick Rookie vs. Vets. That is fire. Yep. That is definitely fire.
I had another one in mind. Real Sick versus Iron Solomon. I know that may sound like a reach, but I'd like to see it.
I don't think that's a reach.
I kind of want that on RBE.
Well, since Real Sick has signed this 5-year contract,
it's not going to be nowhere. It's not going to be nowhere.
Okay, and let me keep that in mind. 5-year contract too, because again, when I spoke, and this comes from P, when I spoke to P, the 5-year contract has stipulations to where if you do not cut the mustard, they can let you go at any time. So, you know what I mean?
What?
We had to think back and forth because my whole thing is, somebody was mentioning Hitman and the rest of them. A lot of these, even Chilla, they made their names battling across the country, internationally. I understand if you build their brands or whatnot, it's not fair for them to be able to go other places, but everybody has fan bases in other places. This is what recording artists do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whatever that underlining reason is, I feel like they stagnate them.
A battle rapper is an artist.
It goes back to what Jamel just said. Once they milk them until they have to revamp, then that's when you let their ass go. They revamp over there, and we know what I mean by over there. They revamp over there and the callback. You feel me? Come on.
I feel it.
It's repetitive.
But yeah, I'm not. But
y'all ain't five.
Shy, I will fight you, Shy.
But Saga also said he'll battle Real Sick on Rookies vs. Vets. He's actually just promoted that on Twitter. Like,
I think that'll be really dope. I think that would be really, really dope. No, I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, let's move around. Let's move right the hell along. Like we said, pretty much why are they calling this shit the one-offs?
Because they're one-offs.
They're one-off battles, not one-rounders. To me, I used to think one-offs were one-round battles, but they're not. They're just one-offs. They're just one-offs.
Because technically they're not a part of any. They're not really a part of any event. That's why they're one-off.
They're just one on the spot. One.
Yeah.
I get.
They're not a part of Ultimate Madness.
So you mean to tell me the one?
That's just a segment on. That's just a segment on caffeine.
You mean to tell me the one-offs after the PG or that came by way of the PGs because they weren't a part of that event? They're called one-offs.
Technically, I like to combat you on that, Auntie Wing. We're gonna take a little trip in my time machine, Marty McFly style. Back in the day when K-Shine battled Tay-Rock the first time, what was that battle called?
It was a one-off. It was called a
All
one-off.
right. Well, but you answered the question. That's
Ding,
fine.
ding, ding,
All
ding,
right.
ding, ding,
I
ding,
just don't
ding,
like
ding, ding, ding.
I just okay. That's cool. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, I kind of don't like.
It's a segment on
I don't know.
caffeine. They made it. You know what it is? Hold on. Can I say something real quick? It's to be honest with you, it's a perfect segment, honestly, for caffeine. One-offs. It's just that's just like. It, to me, it didn't really just make sense. It had no category. But as a show, you have one-off, one-and-done battles. Nah, that's fire. I can understand now.
I guess I just it irritated me to see that.
And also,
it irritated you because it had no purpose before. It has purpose now. To me, that's really what it is. That's the irritation.
I could see that.
And they also call a one-off a PG with cheese, like a lot of people do.
Exactly, and this is the point that I'm making because now you got Cortez on a friggin' one-off.
Okay,
you got LOSO and JC on a friggin' one-off. You feel me? Speaking of LOSO and JC,
death happened live.
All right, so
I like how you built that up. I like how you built up to that punch.
That was fire. That was a nice transition. Yo,
you got that right. You like how I did that?
I like how you did that. I like that.
Yeah,
that was Luxworthy. We
Yeah.
still call
right.
We still call Wing to fully load this 9.
Let's go.
The
I
end.
told y'all about this inconsistent JC for years now, but go right ahead. I digress.
When was JC inconsistent though? JC just got outclassed.
My bad. I'm killing zombies. My bad.
Go ahead. We just said outclassed, you would call it?
Yes, he definitely got outclassed. JC came with decent material. It just wasn't his best. And everybody, I mean, even Michael Jordan has 16-point games.
You had an extra week, number one, to prepare. See,
But
JC becomes inconsistent when he takes too many battles. Like, come the fuck on. Like,
but he hasn't battled in how long?
I don't know.
I only got one question. So are you one of those that are of the belief that this man should still be Lux dreaming? I hope
no.
No, I'm not. No, I never wanted to see.
It's over. That shit is.
I don't want to see JC versus Lux. I never really wanted to see JC versus Lux. I understand why people wanted to see it, but I was never like, yo, give Lux to JC.
But listen, but people are gonna say this is exactly why we didn't want to see it.
That is also a fact.
Yeah, on some real shit, like
stuff.
JC definitely has a way of being of dropping the ball. Like he definitely does.
That nigga JC looks.
I'll be right back.
You can't
look unhealthy right now.
Battle here, turn around and
so hold on.
Two bad battles, or the material is not as good as this battle against. When it just depends with him. He just doesn't do well with certain battlers.
Wing.
Yes.
It's time for Uncle E's story time. Can you take us through this battle, please, E?
Let's get it.
Take us through this battle, E. Take us through this battle. It's story time. No, it's definitely story time because I didn't watch the battle yet, but I like it. And he does that, and he told story time. Please.
Bruh. So my day was pretty terrible before because the most anticipated battle for me was Kruger versus Bad News, more so just to see what Kruger was going to say to him. It got canceled, but they was like, hey, we got JC and LOSO happening again. I was like, I don't care right now, but I'll take it. So a lot of people were saying that they had LOSO getting watched by JC. After I seen what LOSO just did with Flyco L on Bullpen, I don't know what y'all were thinking was going to happen. Because whatever that was didn't happen. Because not only does JC look unhealthy, he got done badly in this battle. There's no other real. This was a 30, a clear one. The biblical bars was on deck Said, the JC I praised walked on water. How did you let the wave walk on you, sir? I said, oh,
No,
okay.
yes, I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I had
And
to.
I was just like,
gotta
this
go
is
watch
like
this.
the first 4 bars into the first round. I'm just like, oh, this is most definitely finna lead to a 2-1 or 30. And then it led to a 30. So
Wow.
I'm tired of it. I understand Loso had this issue with Briz, which was a 1-rounder. It happened. I'm pretty sure every person that was clowning Loso for getting bodied by Briz, whoever their favorite battler is, has been bodied before. It's part of the process. It's whatever.
Not me.
If your favorite battle rapper is Tay-Rock, go back to World Star in 2009, where his first battle with Charlie Clips was a viral video. It was the most
Tay-Rock's one of my
disgusting.
favorites, but that shit was a death. It was a murder. Bloody
It
murder.
happens, and everybody just wants to be a prisoner of the moment and just act like Loso is just trash. I'm like, no.
Nah, hell no. He's not trash.
Hey,
Briz.
we see what Brandon just said on here about JC getting smoked by Jada Nightwing. We were there. We seen it.
So when this battle ended, and two things. One, Smack has a very set vocabulary. He doesn't really have. I think he needs to read more because
it's not
his
broad
favorite
at
words
all.
are details and development.
Know what I mean?
And
you know what I'm saying?
and
No,
he loves
shit.
to say, "What
No,
y'all
me,
think
shit.
about?" He said, "And what you think about your performance in that battle, nigga? Were you not watching it?" Like,
Right.
I'm sitting here like,
and then he was like, "We gonna go to the crowd. We gonna go to the crowd, see what the fans think." Know what I mean? And it was just Jace. It was Loso 30 all down the face.
listen, that was
And I'm just
so,
like, so Smack, are you done asking dumb questions? Because you and Knowledge are professionals at that. I'm just
Right.
like, bro, no, like, I don't.
What?
I be thinking that he's being sarcastic when he asks questions like that, but nah, he be really.
that's a
He be
whole
really-
bunch of filler because he did not rehearse what, you know what I mean? But did you peep how he did? Now, it could have just been Smack in a zone or whatever, but did you peep that when Loso threw his hand up for dap, he never dapped him? Smack never dapped him. I was like,
Smack was mad at that one.
right, like, are you mad? No.
You killed one of my top niggas. That's
No.
bullpen. That's
So,
bullpen,
Hey.
yo.
Okay, so let me ask this. And I'll let you go, Mike. I'm sorry. Let me ask this.
Damn.
So, what next for JC at this point? Because I want to wrap this up.
What's next for JC? JC,
Your Honor. JC versus Your Honor. Set it up.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it
Serves
real
Your
with
Honor.
you.
He got 30.
I think
Because you can go back to RBE to revamp.
I think JC needs to take some time off, bro. Because I'm not even trying.
That's where we're at. Oh, my bad.
I'm not trying. I'm not even trying.
Damn.
I'm not even trying to be funny with this, but JC don't look well, bro. Like,
I mean,
at all.
when Loso said that, he hasn't looked well for a while.
Wow. Yeah, we've been saying it. Like,
Maybe
it's just
there is something, you know, on some real shit. If there is something wrong, I hope he gets better. You know,
better. You know what I'm saying? But as far as if we are talking about a rap, I don't see much because you can't get 30 by Loso and say you still want Surf, Verb, and Lux. Like,
never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Krills?
All right, I'm gonna keep it real, Chilla. Kruger, if you take Bando, I'm gonna be very upset. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
They're giving.
Can we talk about? I think the next thing that JC needs to do is figure out how to give Loso his $150.
You know what? You so damn petty.
I'm sorry, you owe the man $150.
I feel like Loso may have gotten that 150 worth because the cheese on his face.
I'm gonna keep it real.
After that, it was like priceless.
I'm gonna take it a step further with Chilla Jones' comment. It said they're giving chaos to JC. Do you think? Is this gonna be blasphemy for me to say this?
No. Go right ahead, my brother.
Do you think after the string of performances JC has had and I'm not saying he's been trash, but he's like not been clearly great.
We've opened the hefty box, basically. We ain't pull out the bag yet, though.
Kid Chaos in his last 3 battles, those performances are getting JC out of here. I'm just saying.
I mean, where's the line, number one? And again, I'm gonna ask again. You can't lose to LOSO and then turn around and lose to Kid Chaos.
If you do, you're done.
He's not done. He's just gonna sit down for a while.
Nah, he's done, bro.
But bro, how do you come back after the sit down?
Because you don't have RBE to help you.
Yeah, battle rap rehab at RBE. That's not to say that's all they're good for.
I mean, King of the Dot is starting this barbershop.
No, he doesn't. No, you didn't hear what she said. He don't have that option.
No, he said King of the Dot has the barbershop series.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Was something the fade? Run the
fade?
Oh yeah.
And I was just kind of like, y'all do know that John. But anyway.
Hello.
So,
I'm about to try to get invited to battle.
I mean, it's dope. It's dope. But King of the Dot, really? King of the Dot.
King of the Dot West Coast? Absolutely.
I love them. I do. But that's not gonna revamp for JC. It's just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
A massacre. Something like that.
I mean, even Sting left WCW and went over to revamp his career at TNA. So
he is not Sting.
Hey, bro, and I'm also say this.
Oh shit, he's not.
Kid Chaos. Kid Chaos. If Kid Chaos can get real surgical.
Very.
You want to know what Kid Chaos can say to JC just about his last performances? We're not even talking about his health yet. We're not even talking about that.
His last performance that he had shows me. Look, we just spoke about the levels and how these cats are leveling up. Like that. But well, Kid Chaos been around for a little minute anyway. So the season,
I've been on before URL. So
you feel me? The seasoning is there. This ain't no little nigga who just started rapping. You feel me?
He's new to the league.
That's it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because when I saw Kid Chaos versus Rello on Southern Elite Battle League, that was my first time ever seeing him, and I was a fan right after that.
Yeah,
I don't even think that battle has
solo. Shut up, Shy. Shut up.
Yeah, you want to go see a slept-on battle that doesn't have numbers that should, go watch Kid Chaos versus Rello. That battle is freaking phenomenal on both parts. Just a local battle that didn't get much light because it's local, but it's freaking
who
phenomenal.
Rello is, but shout out to him.
Yeah, he's dope too. He's dope.
Geechee versus Hitman on NOME.
Do you really want to see that?
I'm gonna pass.
I don't want to see that battle. I don't know why.
I do. Just because I want to see. I want to hear GC. I want to hear Geechee come out and have an angle about Hitman getting robbed in LA.
Okay.
But that's
one
angle.
Yeah,
that happened earlier this year, last year.
One round.
I don't keep up with the extra stuff. I'm gonna keep it real, but
got robbed in LA, but that's none of my business.
That sucks.
You got Robert's watch, but it's still.
Because the thing about robberies, man, sometimes robberies end up in death. So I'm just happy that it ended up all right.
It don't matter. It's battle rap. It's battle rap though.
Yeah, Oh yeah, we're gonna make an angle. We're gonna make an angle out of anything. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Grab your battle rap water. So
like I said.
You know what, Scotty? He said they better not book JC for the barbershop card. JC been shaky lately. He ruining the shop for Lux. Look, bro, we said that earlier. We've been saying that. Yep. Mike over here seems to feel like that's not the case, but okay.
What does he mean?
What are you talking about? Wait.
No. Mike said that. No, Mike agreed. Mike agreed
already.
I definitely don't think he deserved Lux. I said that. I'm very vocal about that.
No. Not just Lux. When I said inconsistent and shaky, that's the same thing. You was like, how?
I would say I think JC has just been.
To be shaky is inconsistent, brother. I mean,
shaky.
what I was saying.
When you say shaky, do you like? I look at shaky. This is just how I look at it. I feel like you come with, you know what I'm saying, you're stumbling through your rounds. You're not giving solid, you know what I'm saying, performances. I feel like, I mean, if you're gonna go in there and give 3 decent rounds,
I know what they mean. Y'all mean he's been inconsistently potent.
right.
Okay, now
Right.
that, yes,
Right.
I agree with
Right.
that. Hasn't, like, his pen, his writing has not been as strong as it should be.
Yeah.
Or as
Exactly.
we know that it
That's
can
it.
be.
Because he never chokes or like stumbles. Well, he has before.
He
I'm
has.
not saying ever.
Right.
But it doesn't happen often. It's not like
Right.
a consecutive thing.
He's been
You know
shaky
what I'm
since he
saying?
battled Geechee. I can't say that because if I remember correctly, he went and won 3 battles in a row within like a week after he battled Geechee.
He battled Cortez, Louise,
and Bankhead.
And the 3 in like what, a week?
Bankhead within a week. Within a week and a half, yeah.
And I'm gonna Bankhead gassed.
Bankhead is like the bizarro version of JC.
I fuck with Bankhead. That's the homie, man.
And
I
it's
got
crazy
I got no Bankhead slander.
I'm not slandering Bankhead because I thought he was pretty decent when the first time I saw him in person was when he battled Scotty Good at Band Legacy 1, that PG one.
Yeah.
And I thought after round 1, I was like, oh, he's gonna blow up. And then after that round 2 and 3 was just like, it kind of just tanked. So I was just like, maybe. So when they said Bankhead versus God Illuminati for Band Legacy 2, nigga, I was the most happy when that came out because I thought that was gonna be crazy, and then it wasn't on either side.
I was about to say to you, like, the best thing about that battle was like when you actually see it, like on YouTube before you press it, it looks like it's about to be interesting. That shit did not translate well.
It didn't go well at all. Because the first time I saw God Illuminati, I didn't even know who the hell he was, and then when he shot me,
but I know he's fire.
He's on Survivor Series, so and his opponent is dead. So I already know who his opponent is, and it's not going to be a good day for that young man. So
okay, so let me ask y'all this in closing out this part of
shots to the chest.
In closing out this part of it, let me ask this with Swamp, because we talked a lot about TWORK and all of that. Talked a lot about JC. Let's switch gears, because that's my guy, and you know that, you know, I'm not even gonna front. I was kind of afraid, you know, if we're gonna talk about inconsistencies, Swamp has a tendency to be inconsistent too by choking.
I'll never let him get away with the King Crash loss, even though
the King Crash loss.
Wait, hold on. He lost to the dude with one. He lost to the dude with Lane.
Yeah. He did.
They say
all that shit talking we did on this show, and he went over there and lost.
First of all,
trust me, Swamp knows. He knows. He owes us a visit.
To refresh y'all's memory. For one, I wasn't trying to talk trash. I asked a legitimate question, and then it turned into a roast. That was not my intention. But yeah, Swamp clearly lost that battle. Apparently,
lost that battle.
But I would say this, man, Swamp's to me, to this day, Swamp's peak battle is Your Honor.
I agree.
I would agree with that too. He has the star quality. He has a lot of potential. He's definitely, you know, he's leveling up. He's doing that. I feel like Swamp has, okay, as I was getting off track here, he has a tendency to become inconsistent when he says fuck the game. That's a lot like Squeako. Squeako does that too. When the bullshit is in the mist, and you know, you get to with this whole situation with TWORK, and he's seeing the politics and really ain't trying to deal with this. Does this hurt him, or does this just make him want to kill him even more, like LOSO and JC?
Nah, Swamp, like None said when he was on the show that one time, he was just like, Swamp is too real for the game. Like lot of the circus act that is involved in making battle rap the entertainment that he is, Swamp ain't with all that. He's with, I'm just here for the smoke, and if you want to make excuses, get out my way. And then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he doesn't entertain all the foolishness, and then they call him bitter, but he's just really that way in real life.
Over
Like,
the
I
fuck
don't.
shit.
Can you call
Yeah.
a man bitter when shit like this happens? Come on, my nigga. Isn't this like the
Oh
second
yeah,
time
that's
somebody
what
drug
I'm
him?
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
read when the
people
shit
just
I
don't
read
really.
his post.
Yeah.
Like, come
Because
on,
he
man.
was up early. He was up. Listen, bro
That
got this
shit'll bother you.
spot. He got this whole little spot where he at his girl's house where, and it's nice too, where he be out in the wilderness, just kind of doing his whole thing and getting himself prepared. And that's the swamp I know from back in the PG. You know what I
You
mean?
on this Mr. Miyagi shit?
That he
Karate Kid.
was about to prove some shit. You feel me?
Wax on, wax off.
Right, definitely was on his Mr. Miyagi shit. But I worry about the mental aspect of it, because that's a big part in battle rap too. The mental, you know what I mean? And you know, when you get easily frustrated, niggas gotta push shit back because you're giving niggas extra time to do shit, whatever the case may be. How do y'all feel about that as far as next week, this battle happening? And you know, I don't know. I'm worried. Maybe
what if TWORK is purposely flaking on Swamp?
And that's another fucking theory
Because
that people are running with. I'm telling you, bro, like, I
said all that because of the question that's up right now. The crowd is definitely exposing niggas. The no crowd is definitely exposing niggas. You know, I've seen comments where people have been like, "Oh, Swamp doesn't," or I'm sorry, TWORK doesn't need a crowd. He definitely feeds off the crowd.
He needs a crowd. Listen, I'm strapped. I'm strapped in a quiet room. Has no effect.
No effect.
Without a crowd reaction, my
And
nigga.
when people say he
but
doesn't,
there's gonna be people. There's
crowd,
gonna be people there, but it's not gonna be. It's not about to be just the empty room.
Hold on. No. Understand where I'm going with this. Strapped in an empty room. Yeah, there's people there, but they're not really supposed to react. They're going to, but it's gonna be because that's just human nature. So taking that element out of it, it's a quiet room. It's a quiet room, bro.
Right.
So
We're talking about when you're when you're at a Born Legacy or something like that, and the nigga get to jumping around, or you just in a quiet, or you know, a room with a whole bunch of niggas and he jumping around. I'm strapped in. Niggas
jumping around.
Say nothing else. He ain't gotta say nothing else.
The jumping around, like in a room, that could work. But have you guys noticed? I think it was in one of TWORK's last, one of his last couple battles, yo. He tried to introduce something new. Like, he wasn't going to his strapped ins. He was trying to, it's like he was trying to find, because I think he realized that there's gonna come a time somewhere them shits is not gonna work on nobody.
Also, you can tell he needs the crowd because when he feeds off it, like, you know, he needs the crowd because he feeds off it, because when they don't react, he does that. I'm like, bro, it's just like, bro, you're not gonna shoot 100%. Like, you're not. Nobody has shot 100%.
That crowd for a few different reasons,
and that's gonna be weird because it's a quiet room. So that reaction is going to be amplified. It's gonna show your frustration. So you can't.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that. He has to come 150% because of that very reason, because of the usage of that crowd, his slogans and all of that. Sometimes just is used for the hype factor, because what's coming after may be nothing when he's choking. If you've ever noticed,
this is when
not memorizing his shit, he does it. You see what I'm saying? So it's a few different reasons. So basically, in this room, if you choke, you can do it, but nobody is really, you know what I mean? It's the quietness of this room, whether it's 10 people in the room, nobody, that slogan's not going to be able to save you.
You know how TWORK wins this battle? You know how TWORK wins this battle?
How?
Mind you, I haven't chose who picked the winner. I still can't, because I'm a fan of both of these dudes and I just want to see them battle. I've been waiting for it for a while. But this is how TWORK wins this battle. TWORK has to be his mama's son. You understand what I mean by that?
Ooh.
You
No, I
understand what I
need
mean
you
by
to
that?
elaborate, sir. No,
Go
I need you to
ahead.
You're
elaborate. 'cause-
I
gonna
like
love
you
this.
for it. Go
You're gonna love
ahead.
this.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I think Wayne got it, but you're gonna love this. E. You're gonna love
Go
it.
ahead.
Twerk has to be his mama's son. What I mean by that is, it's like, yo, where is the only other place? It doesn't matter if there's people in the pew, okay, in the congregation. When the pastor speaks, it's quiet. Yes, you get the reaction when something is felt, but that's going to be through the lens. Nobody's going to hear everyone's reaction around the world as we're watching that as it happened. Yo, if Twerk goes in there and his projection is really on some pastor, like if he can do, I'm telling you, that's the only way he's going to win his battle. I'm telling you, that's the only way.
Okay, you get it now?
You get it?
I'm in
You
tune.
get it, right?
I got
You get it, right?
You got too much goofy shit out there to combat somebody who, if used correctly, the precision of what he can talk to you about.
That's Swamp. Swamp and Kryptonite.
I'm waiting to hear a line about preacher's kids. Like, you feel where I'm coming from? Like, seriously,
you know how Jay-Z had the story of OJ?
Yeah.
We gotta get the story of Mr. Anderson. This is where you this is where you got, you know what I'm saying? This is how you let me be quiet. Maybe I'm talking too much.
Yeah, maybe you talking too much. You know, we got a whole nother week. Or next week, right? Yeah, we got a whole nother week. And yeah, he can combat that. But like I said, my fear with this is because it's just the anxiousness of Swamp. The frustration that now that we're here, he can get a little bit overzealous with this and potentially start to choke, or start to, the anxiety of it all just start to kind of mess up, trying to get it out too quickly. He has to be flawless. This has to be, does he, let me ask you this, does he really have to beat Twerk convincingly, or can he do okay with a debatable? Being that he has
He has to beat him convincingly.
Okay.
To be honest with you, listen.
Okay.
I believe that a debatable is still good for him.
I feel like it too.
But I agree. But that's the bottom of the scale to me. But I agree with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I agree with Mike. He gotta, yeah.
But I'll also say that if Swamp comes to this battle with a performance that does not exceed Your Honor, or at least match it, he's not going to win. I
agree, because that and he really didn't, even against Your Honor, he didn't have a lot of crazy stuff.
Hands down. No, Dante, you're right. He has to beat him. He has to beat Twerk. No, facts.
Yeah, and I honestly prepared Twerk, 100% prepared Twerk versus 100% prepared Swamp. Twerk's gonna win every time.
Yo, look. First of all, I don't even like how you said that comment. Twerk better be 100%.
I know, I get it. We don't want to. I agree. We don't want to have to say they should come 100% because we know that they should.
Yo, we just missed it. We just missed out on it. No, you better be prepared. No, there's no more excuses. There ain't no room for that shit. No, it was rescheduled. Cool. We'll accept. We'll take that. No.
I'm trying to. Shout out to my brother Sicko and everybody in the chat. Like I said, unfortunately, y'all can't see the Facebook comments versus the YouTube comments. I'm sorry. So if you are on Facebook, you want to follow my page, ALETA, Alita Thomas. It's an open page, so you can go right there, or you can chime in on YouTube, because y'all talking everywhere. We appreciate y'all, but I was trying to get to DME's comments.
Shout out DME, man.
Yeah.
Where you at? You should have told him.
He's on. Well, that's what I was saying. He's on YouTube. And I was trying to understand. Sicko, what were you guys talking about was it in regard to Twerk? Because I know that DME had, and I didn't get a chance if he did a blog or not. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I've been in the zone, happily in the zone, on some other shit. So I hadn't really paid attention to everything, but I don't know if that's what he was referring to. He did say that TWORK wasn't and you know what? Okay. I actually was gonna say that earlier.
So TWORK wasn't what?
He was not there.
DME be on TWORK head, bro.
But check it out.
Why?
Swamp said he wasn't there.
What happened?
Swamp said he wasn't there.
Nah, but niggas is saying that he was there. That's what I said.
Nah, Swamp said he wasn't there.
Okay, if Swamp said it, then I'm gonna have to believe it.
That's what I was trying to see. Yeah, that so you know, DME also says
well, and that is well. In that case, let me say I pray that all is well with TWORK. You know what I'm saying? I hope nothing.
Well, like we were saying earlier, yeah, you never wish anything bad on anyone. Hopefully everything is good. When you go to work, should they require doctor's notices too? So but anyway, listen.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, this is a job. No, you get paid.
I don't think, and with TWORK, with everything going on with TWORK right now, I don't see TWORK. There's talks of TWORK getting B dot.
How?
B dot gonna get real surgical.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna be listen. You know what? Fuck the once again. Here's another segment of fuck fuck the elephant. Let's talk about the whale in the ocean. Episode 2. I hate E. Episode 2. Yo, there's a couple battles out there. Like, this is gonna sound crazy. TWORK is ducking the wrong battles. You're supposed to use this energy for the B-Dot battle, because there's certain niggas that's here to get you the fuck out of here. B-Dot is one of them. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I fuck with TWORK. TWORK is one of my favorite battle rappers, and there's times where nigga get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how we are when we are. As a fan, we get frustrated. But no, on some G shit. Yo, he
DME, why? I don't know why I didn't call you. When we be on our bullshit, you the best person that I have to have up here.
Dang, I wish you was up here.
Bullshit. This was one, but I didn't want to use you up for this because you get such horrible flack when we have these conversations. So I didn't want to do that to you.
Yeah, I ain't on front, DME. You might get me jumped out here. I'm not gonna.
But you know that I'm here to share the flack with him.
Like, DME, I'll be on the y'all know my luck. I got cursed out by.
But wait, DME, how can you say he wasn't prepared just like JC? Because JC came with 3 rounds.
Well, he just obviously, but JC just came later.
He was prepared.
I mean, they said
you mean okay? I get what you mean, because JC didn't make it to the last when they were okay. I get it. Never mind. I retract my statement. All right, I get it.
Mel said on his IG story, he basically said, "I do what I want." Goes back to what we said earlier, but you know what?
This nigga Trav said TWORK would beat B dot clear. Trav, have you watched a B dot battle?
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't.
Did you not see B dot beat Nitty
versus Saga? Fuck that.
Did you not see that?
B dot versus Saga.
Can we talk about B dot versus SOS Finesse? Oh.
Yeah, you got it down, Trav. You got it down that hill by yourself, bro. I'm not.
Big Trav, you know what? My nigga, and I don't know if I'm gonna digress. You know what? This is gonna have to be a part 2 conversation, because I do have to work tonight early, but I have to go tend to some things. We're not gonna leave right this second. I do want to. So, do we have a winner for this battle? TWORK versus Swamp, if it happens next week.
If it happens, I got TWORK 2-1, probably 3-0.
Damn. I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of got TWORK 2-1, and it's kind of crazy because I usually don't bet on TWORK or predict him because his consistency record is just, it's like a damn child scrabbling. So I don't know if he's gonna be. He can be phenomenal one day and be complete trash the next one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I watched him battle Big T in that little one-off they dropped, I was just like, this is atrocious. But the bars he got out were good. But it was just like, dang, bro. Like,
oh my, okay. You know what,
wow,
Brandon
Phillips feels very strong.
That is not a reason to have.
Look, man, look, Brandon's been one of my close friends for the better part of 16 years. He's serious.
D says Swamp 2-1, he guarantees 100%.
He said Big T needs a 9 to 5. My God.
Yo, I got Swamp.
You know what? Y'all be getting ratchet after a certain time on this show.
Yeah, let's get it popping. This is the segment I love. I love it.
Right.
Shout out to the fucking shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
What that's stiffy about.
Shout out chat gang.
But look, I gotta skate out of here early because it's Father's Day, and I'm get my sons out of the house here in a little bit. But before I go, I have to say this. One, Jay the Nightwing in the finals. The NOME X is on the West. It's only right that we got a West representative in the finals for NOME X. 2, TWORK 2-1, possibly 3-0. 3.
Fuck out of here.
Wing. Wing, you're awesome. Thank you.
Love you, bro. You have a great rest of your Father's Day.
And everybody else, happy Father's Day to everybody that's in the chat and all that good stuff. Y'all have an amazing Sunday.
Well, I gotta go cook and then go to work.
Swamp 2-1.
Yeah, I'm about to get these boys out the house. So.
I'm going with
happy Father's Day, Brandon.
I'm going with Swamp 2-1, possibly debatable. I just need to know what his mindset is. That's what that's what I'm more so worried about. E, how about you? Dante, hit my inbox. We will do a part 2 of this particular show.
This nigga Trav is hot. I'm out of here. This nigga Trav.
Oh yeah, me and Trav got to have a whole conversation because he on.
We need to have a intervention with this nigga. Something.
I got Swamp 2-1. I'm gonna go against my my first joint. I'm gonna say Swamp 2-1. We'll see. What happens.
Yeah, Trav. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you. What the?
And whenever the battle takes place again,
Trav smoking some bad weed.
If they ever reschedule bad
shit, bro.
And if they do reschedule Jay Cougar versus Bad News, I got Jay Cougar 30. I don't think there should be any other outcome. So I mean,
that's why Mike sounds preposterous saying TWORK 3-0. TWORK has never 30'd anyone. Facts.
Not even a verb. So we're not gonna do that because I know y'all tried to do that too.
I don't know. Whoever tried to say
niggas,
30.
Hold on.
Stop watching battle rap.
You definitely need to stop watching battle rap because anybody who's real in battle rap knows that A-Verb was damn near up 2-0 before that third. TWORK's third just won that.
He got the third, but you know how niggas giving battles to niggas for thirds. You know they have a moment. You know we talked about that already. We had a whole segment about moments.
So niggas got to understand that's not a 30. That's just a win up. That's some other category or something that niggas ain't named yet. That ain't.
Oh, okay. Daryl got a point. He said, yeah. I forgot. And that's the battle that I actually fucked with him on.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? Yeah.
He's right.
He's right. He got him the fuck out of it. Yeah. Okay, clean. Yeah. That's the only 30 he got. Yeah, he did get clean the fuck out of here.
Right. Yeah. Definitely, Brandon. He had a moment. Against Verb, but niggas was not for nothing. Verb was lyrical miracle, but I had him edging the first 2 rounds. And definitely TWORK got that third, but yeah.
You know what that battle felt like for me as a teenager growing up in New York when you were a Yankees fan, and it's like the fucking bottom of the 9th, and you down like 4 fucking runs, and you got 2 outs, and then a fucking grand slam happens, yo. That TWORK had a grand slam third. That's what that was. That shit won the game, yo.
All fact. All facts.
That's what that was.
But yeah, so you know what? God's mystery. Listen, we didn't get to John and Ilwa. We didn't even get to NOME today. We didn't get to NOME, but we will be back. I always schedule the shows a few hours beforehand. It just, we all kind of have crazy schedules. So the any show that we'll do will be either between Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and it will be after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. But yeah, we got to talk about these RBE social distancing battles. We got to come back and talk about NOME X, at least the announcements that we heard, and possibly any other battles that we may want to see, as well as rookie versus vets. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Subscribe and hit that notification so you will be able to know when we are doing shows on YouTube. And we appreciate y'all. And that concludes our broadcast.
Oh, that was the sign off?
Yeah, that was go ahead. Y'all sign off. Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to everybody, man. You fellas enjoy yourself. Everybody be safe. Practice social distancing. Wear your fucking mask.
Be safe. Yes.
And
what it do, Yoshi? You are late. We are signing off. And check out Yoshi's she got a little banger that she just dropped in one of the group, or somebody I think dropped it in one of the groups. Real Bay Area-ish. Freaky Tales. Listen, she was on her.
Oh yeah. No, I seen that.
She was on her
OTF. I think I seen that shit at OTF.
We appreciate you, Mama. Absolutely. So yeah, definitely. I cannot give a definite concrete date this week, but we will be back this week to do the part 2 of this. And like I said, salute to everybody. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the YouTube so you'll definitely be able to know when we do shows. Did you do your shout out, E?
Oh, yeah, Echo the Light. Y'all know what time it is. Twitter, Echo_the_light. Keep the energy non-hostile, because if not, I'll just ignore you. But I mean, other than that, I'm willing to talk with anybody that has an opinion. Mine ain't no greater than yours, and yours ain't no greater than mine. It's just battle rap. Just keep it that way.
Matt TV Malone on Facebook. I invite all the savages.
Yeah,
refer to I'm the opposite.
All that
I'm the
hostile
opposite
energy,
of E.
y'all go to bring it to him, because I'll just ignore you the whole day. Like I don't.
And I don't need it because
salute to everybody.
I am trying to practice.
We make sense of it all, you know.
I'm trying to be a child of God, and I keep getting close to Jesus, and I always seem to find these.
So are you saying that? Are you calling me a heathen?
I am calling you a heathen. I am all day long. I'm trying to get right to Jesus. I am, and I be amongst all this confusion.
Yo.
You know,
pass the light. Pass the light. Pass the light. The Bible said, "Come as you are." Do you hear how the sister is talking in the congregation? This is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm saying I am
crazy.
I'm a whole soccer mom. I, try right by people and act my age and not my shoe size.
How was your birthday weekend, Miss Child of God? How'd that go?
Oh, you was really trying to be petty, right? I know my heart, God damn it. And he never said, listen, they said he turned water into wine. I was drinking Moscato.
But wine was used back in the day as fermentation for the stomach to be settled well.
I needed my to settle. I had great.
I don't think it was after the activities, because it didn't send us to the bathroom. Like it didn't. Like
well, I would beg to differ.
Well, Hey, I
You
got
are
nothing.
you
You ain't even supposed to be on my side right now. You're supposed to be on my side. But you know what? That's all right.
you over abused wine.
What do you mean? The wine was used in my tequila, my 1800 coconut. Yeah, whatever.
Concoction.
That's funny.
And it was, yeah.
All right, man. Remind me, we ever get up for an event, whatever you just call that, don't ever try to give me one
Oh,
of
I
those.
never drink at events. I never drink at events. If anything, I may do my Corona with grenadine, and that's maybe one or two. I
You and
don't
this
drink.
grenadine. You and grenadine.
Yeah,
You love that.
of course.
You and grenadine. You love her.
Yeah, I gotta have that just to level me out. But other than that, no, I don't drink at events. No, that's at the height of the show, we was kind of talking about. Before we go, ladies, be safe. When we free again and we start going to events, I did see several girls on Twitter speaking about how they don't feel safe or whatnot. You know, put it like this, and this is no shout out to anyone because I have eyes. I see how people move. And I'm not going to point anybody out and, say names, anything, but y'all motherfuckers know how you move. And shout out to Yoshi, you know what I mean? Because she did mention something and I know she saw my response to that. But at the same time, we learned as young girls, move accordingly. You know what I mean? You could be fucking out of both pants legs, but move accordingly, period. You know what I mean? It's not that nobody should be victimized for anything. I mean, shit, I didn't been slipped a Mickey in my shit before. And had this was on a military base.
Military ain't exempt. They just wear uniforms. That's kind of it. Like it's still the same.
See what I'm saying? Just as well as battle rap, women feel like it's a safe environment. Now, I felt like this was a safe environment because again, most of the people I hang out with are men. I hang out with most men. But ultimately, one of my peoples actually saw the person who put the Mickey in the drink. And so I had already taken a sip of it though, and we was going to get champagne. This is when I was drinking profusely, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
You
niggas is weird.
This is real weird. Like, you know what I mean? But that taught me, that was the only instance I ever had in life. But that taught me, you know what I mean? You move a certain way. Everything, even if this whole situation with math turns out to be whatever it turns out to be, ladies, you got to move a certain way. You have to. You got to be accountable for your actions as well. If you out here looking for whatever you looking for, be conscious about how you move and who you around because niggas is creeps. Some of these folks, you can't say that you know. We see how many creeps it has been in battle rap history. You feel me? So at the end of the day, these niggas should be no more safer than the ones in the city and states where you live. You should definitely be moving the same way you would move when you walk out your house and go to a club. You feel me? Or going to a grocery store. I'm the type of person, I like to shop late night. So Walmart, I don't like lines. So I'll shop, watch it done but I'm cautious about all of that. So I move a certain way. I understand that sometimes my daughter comes with me, my baby girl, come with me. And even when she was younger, there were times where we're leaving somewhere late night. And I'm timing myself and making sure I'm paying attention to certain shit because I got to get her in the car. And if somebody runs up on me, how do I protect myself because they're paying attention or they're targeting me because I have a child and I can't move the way she do. Maybe everybody don't think the way that I do, but that's the type of shit I think about. So as I said, women, you have to be accountable for your actions. Don't feel unsafe because you go somewhere. But this is why when I go to events, I don't even stay in the same hotel as these niggas do. I'm Airbnb-ing it because it'll never be that. You see what I'm saying? You just have to be, and it's okay. Nobody is saying not to hang out and have fun. But at the same time, be careful. You got to be careful. Stop living so fucking free. because the
People
men,
got to start really doing recon out here.
The world
People
ain't
really
free.
got to start doing recon out here because the
You
world
really
ain't what we want it to be. It is what it is. Like it's just like I mean, like that's just what it is, man. Like I don't be playing. No.
right. You know what I mean? My oldest daughter, like I said, she makes sure she got her she got a military issue pepper spray. Like we don't play them games. We don't play them games. It's just as well as my parents taught me, I teach my girls. You know what I mean? My youngest daughter's dad, like he don't play that whole game with her. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that he's as rough with her as he is, but at the same time,
I personally,
with girls, it's like
I'm shit. I'm not even so diplomatic in the situation. I can't. I got a daughter.
exactly,
I
exactly.
can't. That's when everything goes out the window. I don't know. I'm
And you
bothered.
just have to, you know what I mean? And that's the thing
no.
about it. So it's just like, ladies, I don't feel like you should feel unsafe. I just feel like you got to take certain controls of situations and don't live so freely. And and just doing whatever. You got to be careful about your fucking surroundings. And that's just not in battle rap, that's in life. Because anything can happen. You can be fooled out here for any reason. She's not into me. There's no sexual attraction there. Taking something. And, it should never be that way, God's mystery. It really shouldn't. But I don't see, to me, those are people who aren't very secure in their manhood, maybe, that they have to do this to women. I don't know. I don't know, but again, like I said, I didn't want to, it's the 2-hour time limit and, we get to talking and all that extra shit, but anyway, I appreciate y'all. I really do. And we'll be back this week. Salute.